It's all coming together. This is episode 5 of the Green Plaid and Doodles, the series where we make a wedding guest dress and more together. Today we finish off the corset. This is a bit of a longer episode, but honestly, I'm making it mostly for myself for future reference so I can come back and remember how the heck I did this. First things first, we're going to want to create channels for the boning to go into later. But you don't want it to go over the bust because we want to be curvy and not flat. Someone had to say it. I cut out the pattern basically twice. One time for the lining and one time for the outside. The lining is what we add our boning to, and I'm literally just using jumbo zip ties. But they were so hard to cut, even with wire cutters. In the end, we got it done. And I would suggest doing some sort of heat or fire to the end of it so that way it's round and smooth and doesn't stab you. That's what I did with the tester, but didn't do with this one. You can really see where I stopped the boning at the front panel. Then you're gonna pin the edges of your lining and your outer shell, right sides facing together. Get some food because this is our longest sewing day. Make sure you take out the boning so that way you can turn it inside out because otherwise you're gonna have some problem. Go ahead and press down with your fingers each of the borders, all of the edges where you connected it basically. And if you're going for a sweetheart design like how I was, you want to sew down that V first, then go back through it with the machine. I'm gonna be so honest, when I taped myself to make that pattern, I taped it too tight and it did affect the pattern in a way that makes me very flat and uncomfortable. So lesson learned, next time I make it, I will add a little bit more fabric there. At this point in time, you're going to want to put the boning back in. Because after this, the only way to get to it will be through seam ripping. Clean up that bottom edge for any extra bias tape or things that you use for boning channels. And use all of the pins in your stash to pin it together. Iron it before you sew it. Sew it, and then go back to the iron. All of those steps will give you a really crisp seam at the bottom of your corset. Now I'm going in to make my own lacing. This guarantees that it will match my fabric. I highly suggest using a rotary cutter and quilting block to get the straightest line. Then sew it down with enough room that you don't have to seam rip as you're turning it inside out. If you do have to seam rip it, don't worry, you can just go back through and hand sew it. The last step is to add the eyelet. Pokey tool and some scissors to get the holes started. Then put in the hardware using my handy dandy hammer. The top's done, let's do the skirt before the final reveal. All so you don't miss it. Okay, bye.